That's right. You better get off your ass. Apathy has no part of liberty. Now we're going to discuss communism and capitalism. If anyone's really noticed, the two are coming together. It's like a folding of capitalism and communism joining itself. I call it communalism. And what is happening is that the liberals, the progressives, they know they cannot get rid of capitalism. There's no way around it. This country was not built on communism. But they're trying to get the socialist issues out there so that everyone has a fighting chance. But let's not forget fate. Fate is something that you can't fight. It's been born into you. And it's something that a lot of us don't believe in, but yet it is there. Now, in the end, I think that it'll happen. In 10, 15, 20 years down the road, we'll have a system that is 50% communist, 50% capitalist. It's already happening. Just look at China. China is creating a middle class right now. And the capitalism is joining with communism. This is going to be what is known as the New World Order and one government. I, for one, don't care for it. I just think it's not the right thing to do for history, period. But it's something that it's going to come about one way or the other, and that's my prediction for that. Now I'm going to discuss climate change and the ruse behind that. Do I believe in climate change? Absolutely. It's been going on for eons, thousands and millennials, just one right after the other. It's just part of it. Do I believe in global warming? Absolutely. I believe in global warming. It happens twice a year in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. It's called summer. But let's not look at the real culprit. Let's just blame mankind. It's ridiculous to think that mankind is causing this much change. It's just impossible. The real culprit is the sun. The sun has periods it goes through where it gets really, really hot, and then it cools down. This is what brings about climate change, and that's what brings about global warming. In fact, in the Dark Ages, this world was 2 degrees warmer than it is right now, and they've got proof of it. So, when it comes down to all of it in the final analysis, you know what I call it? I call it normal globing. Now I'm in the process of doing my next painting. It's called The System. And it's going to sit right next to the one I've already almost completed. It's called Where You Want to Be. And the system is a declaration of how things are, how the governments of the world are trying to kill religion, how the incarceration of our youth and so many different laws and thousands of laws. It's hard to even conceive the fact that when you go out every day, you break probably 3 or 4 laws a day and you don't even know it. That's how many laws there are. So we're going to come down to talking about other things in the next section or episode. So in a couple of weeks, we're going to go to episode 2, And I'll see you then, and God bless you. Hello world, hello United States. I am a sovereign citizen of the Arizona. Welcome to episode 2 of Predictions in Politics. I don't know really the utmost importance of it, but I have always been who I've been. And for this reason, I do believe I was sent here for a specific purpose. Now, I've had palm readers look at my hand and say that I have the mark of a philosopher, and that is a straight line right across my hand. You can see it right here. And that means basically that I'm going to think the same way my entire life. Whether that be good or bad, I really don't know. I'll let you be the judge. But now I want to talk about what has happened over the last 30 years or so. What is the ruling elite? The establishment. And when did they become the ruling elite? Was that the same time that they changed personnel to human resources? They've just taken the humanity out of things. We're just pawns. Some of us are not even pawns, we're the board. But now, most of you millennials, especially you girly men, you've allowed yourselves to be programmed in the worst way. They never tell you the truth. The truth is hard to find. But when it comes to women, boys, I'm going to tell you something about them. They don't really know what they want. They never ever really truly know what they want. But by the time they hit 30 years old, they know what they don't want. And they basically will never ever truly tell you what they're thinking. So that's something for you boys to think about and keep in mind in the back of your head. Now let's talk about the U.S. Constitution. You know, these politicians, they take that Constitution and keep wiping their bleep with it. You know, the one you guys want to change and make the ruling elite even more powerful so that they can take away your rights and the guise of creating a utopia when actually they're creating a dystopia. And that's a place where everything is bad. Do you know how many Olympic-sized swimming pools could be filled with blood from all the ethnic folks that have fought to protect this vital document? So you can enjoy the liberties and the freedom to speak your mind like I am here. Too freaking many. The Constitution is a document that forbids tyranny to seep into our country through many checks and balances throughout the three legislative branches of what makes the government of the United States. The only thing the founders failed to do in this document was to put in term limits. The judicial, executive, and legislative branches to no more than 3 or 2 terms. For those of you that have or haven't read the Constitution of the United States, doing so will reaffirm what I've said earlier, that people haven't changed all that much, only technology. Which brings me to the start by showing you the right panel of a 2-panel project of 2 paintings with different titles. When it is finished, it will be 10 feet wide and 33 inches high, and it's right behind me. It is our objective. It is our goal. The painting is called Where You Want to Be, and the song is called Better and Younger. Hope you enjoy. Now here's a definition you might enjoy. Twit, T-W-I-T, to tease, mock in order to comment. Twitted, T-W-I-T-T-E-D, on some fault or weakness. Twitter, of people to be in a flurry and make agitated little noises or say silly things. To tremble and be very agitated, twittering with fear, to express to an agitated manner. There you go, all you Twitter fans. It seems there is a new religion, a secular religion, one that replaces God. Christianity, those that are Christians, Islam, and those that are Muslim, and any or all the other 600 religious beliefs in the world today. Which secular religion am I referring to? The progressive left's religion of government. A government with all the power under the illusion of equality for everyone. The progressives of the right are falling right into line along with them. The media is complicit with them, creating their weapons of mass distraction. Their agenda, their narrative, their fake news, and their sincere lies, giving you, my brothers and sisters, all the wrong programming to tear down our American culture and anywhere else the global progressives left functions. The following statements are my own, though through observation of the big picture, and it is just my opinion. There is less than 2% of the population in the U.S. that is gay, transgender, or whatever they identify with on any particular day. The secular government says we have to be tolerant. Okay, we are tolerant. Only about 15% of the population now hates the LGBT XYZ. Mission accomplished. The others that hate is their choice to do so. However, it has consequences. Remember, God will judge you on how you treated other people and your choices. Public school teachers are telling their students that it's okay to be gay. It isn't. It is a person's choice to go with their own feelings about their sexuality, but that is a private matter for them. None of this should be taught in our schools because it is not natural in the natural order of our planet Earth. The other 98% of folks wouldn't mind if the example in this programming were every now and then, but every day? Just look at the present day programming on television. Nothing wholesome and good, just smart-ass characters from broken families that are dysfunctional with gay neighbors on one side and transgender on the other. Does that about sum it up? I really don't know, other than I hear from other people. I stopped watching TV 16 years ago. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Legal immigrants. I'm with the majority of folks that believe in immigration. At the start of this great nation, did you know that the government's responsibilities were only two things? Protect the borders and protect intellectual property. How are they doing now? The population of legal immigrants coming into our country could populate a city of 3.5 million people every 3 years. What's wrong with that? Why do we have to have continual, constant bickerings over the illegal immigrants that don't belong here? And on an environmental aspect of it all, the Sonoran Desert in my state, Arizona, is trashed. It's completely filled with trash everywhere. The Sonoran Desert is completely trashed out. Thank you, Mexico. Racism. Here is your perfect reverse. Yelling and screaming racism is the person that yells and screams racism is usually the bigger racist. Newsflash, the color of racism isn't just white. No matter how you look at it, racism sucks. No matter what color, I've had the pleasure of knowing many people of color that I proudly call friends. One of my bandmates was a black American who taught school at a local high school. He was an extremely kind and generous man. He played the saxophone and flute on our CD. He passed away at the age of 43 of sickle cell anemia. And at his wake there were nearly 200 people. 90% of them were white folks. If you are a person of color listening to me, I want you to know that over 80% of white people are not prejudiced. They're more afraid of you than hate you. The remaining percentage of white folks just don't care what you think. What I'm saying is a few bad apples don't spoil the bushel. Fact, there is 0.01% difference in our parents' skin color. It really does seem ridiculous that 0.01% can and does bring out so much hate. The devil rejoices over the petty differences to prove to God we're not worth it. If you are black and you are listening to me, Try your best to not call yourselves niggers. The old definition of that word was illiterate, someone that cannot read. It did not say black man or black person. So when you go around saying, "What's up, niggers?" are you literally saying, "What's up, stupid?" No matter what color you are, I will always try to love you, for you are my brother and sister. I live and love in your world, and I can only hope that you live and love in mine. During Mr. Obama's last commencement speech at Howard University, a predominantly black college, ultimately Mr. Obama concluded, change requires more than righteous anger. It requires organizing. Well, if you replaced righteous with sanctimonious, making a pretense of holiness, you get a good acronym. It's called chaos. If you want to make the breakthrough, start looking for the reverse. You will truly learn to laugh. See how all things work in threes. Start seeing what's right in front of your face. Accept only the programming that betters you. Turn off the damn TV every now and then. Go outside and see what's really around you. Organize yourselves to be and see like Christ. See him through his eyes. Start demanding the truth with no violence until you have no other options. I have finished the sketch for my next painting, which we will go to next, where you want to be called the system. Now the system is going to be having a lot of symbols of present day situations we're all in. And it's going to be something to ponder. Like I said, I do thought-provoking surrealism. Now, the song is going to be called Time to Write a Song for You. Enjoy. The Holy Bible, the Holy Torah, the Holy Quran. All three of these have 12 letters describing what they are. And I can sum them all up with 6 letters. B-E-G-O-O-D. Be good. Whether you're white, brown, black, yellow, red, lives matter to God. All lives. So go out in this magnificent world. Make friends with your brothers and sisters. You could become a cop, Christ organized protester. Do the right thing and demand truth. Don't let color get in the way of showing God and not Satan, who is righteous and awaits the wealth and reward of heaven in the house of God. Start by loving yourself. The painting is Impressionism of the Big Bang, titled In the Beginning. The song is called Dog on a Stick, which basically means nothing. Kind of like what it describes, kind of like what you feel like the first time you loved someone else. Enjoy.